Loopings. Nexted for loops. See, up to this point, I think you have discussed. Example 8. For I in ray, take as a 1 to 6, but J is the range take from SS. This example. Another example. In this example, first take for I value, initially for I in range. So I value take as a 1. I is a 1. And up to take as a 5. So here first check the condition 1 less than or equal to 6. Yes, condition is true. Then enter J. J is a nexted for loop. For loop contain another one. So now J value is a 1. Initial that value is a 1. Initially that value is a 1. And ending value. What is ending value? Ending value will depend on I plus 1. So what is I? I is a 1, 1 plus 1. 2 means that take as a 1, 1 to 1. So first initially J is take to 1 to 1. Now print the J. Now initially it is which has print the 1 only. So endl means same line. All will printed. All iteration of this loop values are printed in a single line. Next print means new line. Again check here. So after the completion of print, this is go for the outer loop. What is the outer loop value? I value is initially 1, it is changes to 2. Now here range function updated the value. Again it check a condition 2 less than or equal to 6. Yes, condition is true. Here I am talking about this one. True. Then J will started with 1. 1. What is I value at present? I value is a 2. 2 plus 1 means that is say 3. 1 to 3. Now I value J value is a 1, I plus 1. I plus 1 3. But it is taken as a 2 value. First print the J value. J value is a 1. At present it is a J value is a 1. Next one, J equal to J plus 1. J value is updated. J value is a 2. J value is a 2. Next 2 less than here 1 to 2. Okay, my condition is true. Up to 3 means up to take 2. So now next J value is printed in a same line. 1, 2. Next J value 3. J value whenever J value is 3, this condition is failed. Next new line, it is move the next line and then again go for a outer loop. What is outer loop? Outer loop for I. Next I value is updated to 3. Check condition 3 less than or equal to 6. 3 less than or equal to 6. Yes, condition is true. Now J value again started to 1. J value is started to 1. Then what is that? What is the maximum range? J will take up to 1 to I plus 1. At present I value is a 3. 3 plus 1 4. Up to 4. 4 means it is considered to 3. 1 to 3. Now first J value 1 printed the value at new line. Next updated the J value is 2. Yes, it is in 2 less than or equal to 3. Yes, condition is true. Then print the J value as a 2. Next J value 3 also printed. 4 not printed. I value is a 3. 3 plus 1 up to 4. 4 means n minus 1. So n value is a 4, n minus 1 means take 3, up to 3. Now up to 3 will print it. Next print means new line, then updated it, just new line. The cursor will move the next line. Then again updated the I value. What's I value? Now 3, it is in 4. 4 less than or equal to 6. Yes, condition is true. Then entered in J. Again started. J value is 1. Whenever loop started, the J value will be inner loop. Once again to enter the inner loop, again J value is initialized to 1. At present, what is the value for I? I is a 4. 4 plus 1, 5. 5 means it is take the value for up to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the J value will printed in same line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 iterations. Now the 4 will print it. Fifth condition, it is a fail. Again new line, it is move the next line. It is move the outer loop. Then at present I value is a 5. Now J again started. J value is a 1. Now J value will take 1 to I plus 1. What is I value? I is a 5. 5 plus 1, 6. 6 means up to 5. 1 to 5. Now printed 1. First J value is printed in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next print a new line. Next one I loop. So it is a 6. 6 less than 6. Condition is fail. Now move outside of the loop. No. Left to try. Getting one? This is also considered for example of the nested for loops. Just clear? Right. It is printed in CRMA. It is in left triangle shape. Well, it's printed in left triangle shape. If it is given, yesterday we discussed that. I think if it is put in J, put into just double quotations. Now the character letter J will print it. See, instead of J, see observe here. So it is printed in left triangle shape J. I want to value, just don't put J into the quotations. Okay, right. Whatever you write now. So within quotations, that will be print in the shape of, like I want to print in @ See now see left triangle shape @ are printed. Get it? @ are printed. Okay. See the next example. I think yesterday we have discussed this one. Now see here example 9. Generate number 0 to 12. Next example. See here. In this example, yes, tell me. Anyone guess it? What is the answer for this one? What is the for X in range? What is the range? 13 means? Yes. What do you mean by range? Is simply I am given to 13. What do you mean that? The values taken from 0 to, yes, very good. Right. Rishita. Okay, very good. No? Right, ma. 0 to 12. Now the values will take to 0 to 12. Print the X value. What is the first value? First X value is starting, it is a 0. Now 0 to 12. It is taking value from 0 to 12. Initially the X value is a 0. Now printing 0 slash t. What do you mean by slash t?
Tab space, sir.
Yes, pi space tab. Right, very good. Now, printing first 0, 0. This value, x value is initially 0. Then 5 space. In output, we get in 5 spaces. After that, 2 power. So double star means that is a power. 2 power 0. What's the value?
1, sir.
1. Very good. So now it is printed to first initially 0, 5 space tab, then printed the 1. Next one, x value will update it to 1. X value will update it to 1. Next, printed 1, 5 space tab, 2 power 1. That is 2. Next one, x value is updated to 2. 2 power 2. That is 4. Get it or not? X value is updated. X value is updated to 3. Next one, 3. 2 power 3. 2 power 3.
8, sir.
8. Very good. Like 4. 2 power 4.
16.
And so on like that. Right. Up to what number? 12. 2 power 12. That number will display. Up to the 12. 30 not taken because n minus 1. 0 to 12 only. Now take generate numbers 0 to 12. At the same time, it is takes to power also calculated. Calculation done to x first to print the x value. X values are printed, and then next it is printed to that power. 2 power x value. Now see here. Run model. Get it, ma? So 0 power 2 power 0, that is a 1. 1 power 2, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4, 2 power 5, 2 power 12, 4096, and so like that. Yes, very good. Get it, ma? Yes, write down this example. One more example for loop. Next one, ma? Example 10. Right. See here. First one, fruits is what type of variable it is? It is a what type of it is? What type of data type it is?
List.
So list type. In this one, apple, banana, some I have right here some fruits name, string type. Here, fruits is a list. X is a one element that take one by one element from a list. X in fruits. Fruits is a like this is a list of element that contain the list. Okay, ma? Now X will take first one, print X. Now take as a first one, apple. Next one updated its X value. That is take next value, banana. Updated its value. Next value is a check. See, now run printing X value. Take one by one. First apple, banana, check. See, second example, same similarly. Next example. If I take one by one element, one by one letter from that. Now, example above one and this one, example 11. See here. See here letter. So this is a letter. This letter is a variable name. Now Python is a here now. This, for example, this is string. Now letter, taking one by one. In this example, first take letter. Letter equal to, that is matching with H. Then that time it is break. Otherwise, it will be print the letter. Now within this string, the letter will take one by one. Okay, first letter. Letter means it is in one variable. Don't think it's in different thing. So here letter is a variable. Python is a string. That is a group of character. This letter will take a first one. Take the first one. That is equal to H. No. Then it is not entered break statement. Now print letter. First one, capital P will print it. Next letter is updated. What is the next letter? Y. Y is equal to H. Y is equal to H. No. Not break it. Again print the Y letter. Print the current letter is Y. Print letter. Next letter will take as a H. H. T. T is matching with the H. No. Again print the letter. H. Next character is a H. Letter having H. H equal to H. Yes. Break the total. Now see in this example. Sim. Letter capital P, Y, T only. After these three letters, H will occur. Then immediately it is matching with the letter. Stop the total break. Total loop should be break. See, break. This is example for break statement. See this example. Now I want to previously now take this example and comparison. I want to take one by one variable. How to take that one? X. Then I am write it in quotations. If X take a first one, B, X will take A, X will take each iteration. It will take as one by one character. Now print it here. See, observe here. No? First example and second example. First example and second. This one and comparison. This one. This one take total string. First one, second one, third one. In the first example. In second example, X will take one by one character. I want to take one by one character. Now write like this. This one, the X will take one by one character. Now see here in this example, X print X, B A N A N U. Get it or not? What is the first example? List having a element. Now it print one by one. First element, second element, third element. So now this is example for first one. Take fruits means taking first element. X will take first one, apple. So total letters will print it. Next banana printed. But I don't want like that. I want to print one by one. Now take like this one. Now take this one. String X will take one. First one, second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, sixth one, like that. One by one character will print. Getting me? Write down these two examples, first one and second one. Yes. Anyone write the code for this one? Now I want to need one by one character in list also. First one having a group of characters string, but Here I want need one by one character. What is the logic for this? For X inputs. Okay, ma, I'm already that one. I'm already write that one, ma, 33. But you have to write one more code, ma. Think it, na?
For y in X, sir.
Yes, ma.
For y in X, print y.
Y
In X, for
yes,
y in
right.
X, print
Y
y.
in X, right? Very good, ma. Right here, there. Now here, I'm right nexted for loop. For again, I'm writing. So here for y, take a y in X means y is taking one by one letter from X. Now print which one, ma? Print X or Y? Yes, Vivekananda?
Y, sir. Y, sir.
Right. See. Now, first example, the difference of this one. Huh? So here, X is a part of a process. It is take one by one element from list. What I'm taking, X is having a, that is a group of character, apple. Now I want need one by one character stored into Y. Then print that one. Now I am this one put into commented. See, observe here. First one, second one, third one. First to print it. Right. See here. What is the first one? No? In the output, first apple. Now I'm taking to one by one. So APPLE. Second one. Print the X. This is X. In X, Y will take one by one. Y take one by one. Right. So here I'm right to, where is that? Oh, practice. See here. Here, first one, I'm printing the X. So print X. Print X means in fruits, first one is a apple, APPLE. Now in X, again something Y. Y will take one by one character from X. First one printed. Next updated. Next updated P. Next small p. Next L. Next E. So first one is over. Next again take the outer loop. What is outer loop in fruit? Second one is a banana. Now X in, now storing X in, X will store as a banana. Like right. What about Y? Y is a support of this. Y is a support of this, taking one by one. Y. First take B, printed. Next printed to A. Next N. A. N. A. Next one take as a next one outer loop. Next thing is a, what is the next thing? That is a cherry. So now print the cherry. So X having cherry, Y will take one by one character and print. Get it, ma? Today also we'll solve this problem thing. Now lab programs also do like this, ma? Clear? Just if it is take fruits is a list, I want need one by one. So that is X. In X also, I want need one by one character. Then write to in a nested for loop, you write like this. Then getting one by one character. Or similarly, other way you can write this one. X take as this one is a like taking as banana. Now X will take first one, second one, third one, and so on like that. Yes, clear. Any doubts, ma, regarding this? Clear. Very good. Right. See next one, ma. Example letter. This one is over. This one, ma. See here. Letter will take one by one character from Python. PYTHON, capital P. First X. Now, if letter equal to H, see, ma, break, continue, pause statement. We discuss now last three statements: break, continue, pause. Right. This is the example for first one is example for a break. Next one is a continue. Next one is a pause statement. What is the use of these three? So first one, see here. These are all the three statements using loops. So break statement. What do you mean by the break? Anyone tell me? What do generally what do you mean by the break statement? Tell me. What is the break?
Ends the
Break.
loop, sir.
Emma?
Break statement ends the loop, sir.
Ends the loops or ends the any conditions. Okay, ending.
Condition. Yes, sir.
Stop iteration.
Control.
See here. First, see the theory and coming to the example now. First, see the theory. What is the break? What is the here? Right. Break statement. What is the break? This statement is used to see terminate the loop. Terminate the loop. It is presenting. Loops are condition, whatever. So it has to be terminated. Okay, ma? The control goes outside the loop. It is presenting. If break statement is present in a nested loop, it only comes out of the innermost loop. So this is a very important. Na? So it is comes the innermost. If you have a break statement is used in a nested loop, what happened here? It is comes from inner outer to inner loop to outer loop. Example now, this one. Na? This is two loops. For loop contain nested for loop. This is a for loop. This for loop containing another for loop. What happened? This inner loop fails. The control comes the outer loop. The only comes out of the innermost loop. So this is outright the syntax for this one. Here write use the while condition following the statement. Then if condition break, then following the state, then break. What happened to here, ma? In these situations, what happened? I'm talking about only loops here. If it is fail for inner loops, inner loop is fail, then it is move the outer loop. But here the condition use the break statement. Within a while is a looping under the loop, it is use the inner loop as a condition. But this rule works only for loops only. For loop contain another for loop or while contain another while. That's inner loop fails. Only what happened, ma? Yes, outer loops. Whenever the innermost loop is failed, it is comes the outer loop. Present in nested loop, it only comes out of the innermost loop. Right. So this is the condition. So in addition, this condition, the loop also break. One example, we have seen an example on this one also. We have discussed one example. Once the fail of if condition, in addition, if condition, it is failed the loop also. Get it or not? So break is a statement that it should be break the total condition or loop. In case if it is as inner and outer loop, once the inner loop is failed, it is move the outer loop. Only I'm talking about the loopings. But it is in while contain if conditions, while have a conditions that in addition if while is also break. Check it now. Take one example and then check. So if condition is failed, in addition this, the loop conditions is also exist. The loop conditions also break. Is it clear now? Is it clear or not? If you use the inner loops, it is move the outer loop. If you have a loop contain while, or for loop contain another for loop. So in this case, inner loop fails, it is move the outer loop. But in this example, yes. Tanusri. Mute yourself, ma, Tanusri. Right. If while loop have a conditions, in addition this condition, the loop also break. But loops, inner loops and outer loops, either while or for loop, the inner loop fails, the control will move the outer loop. That is the remember these steps. So what is say here? This statement is used to terminate the loop present in, but the control goes the outside loop, it is present. If break statement is present in next loop, what happens here? Only comes out of the innermost loop. From this innermost loop to outermost loop. This is for example one innermost loop, then this is the outer loop 2. What happens once fail for inner loop 1, that is move the outer loop 2. Yes, ma. This is a break statement. Now take for a continue. Yes, tell me what is the continue statement? It is used to skip the current iteration. It is skip the current iterations. For example, ma, if condition equal to some specific condition, if satisfy this condition, it is continue means that specific iteration should be skipped. Skip that present iterations. And then continue the next one. If, for example, if I equal to printing 1 to 10 number. Now within if condition, here I am write to if I equal to 5. I equal to 5. Then below here I am write as a continue statement. Continue. What happened, ma? What happened? Yes, skip this 5 iteration, like it is printing 1 to 10 number, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 not printed, because this condition is here I am write as I equal to 5. Continue means that specific iteration has to be skipped. Next one, print the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that, but except the 5. What happened here? Here whenever I equal to 5, continue means skip that iteration. Here ma, use it to skip the current iteration. That specific iteration has to be skipped. I equal to 5. Now I want to print 1 to 10 number. So except the 5, remaining all numbers are printed. Here the loop will not be terminated, but break statement has to be terminated. But the loop will not terminate. It just won't execute the statement below continue statement. Clear, ma? Skip the current iteration. That is the continue statement. Write it now. Write this one, ma, regarding continue statement. Write the break, continue, and pause statement. Yes, is completed. See, pause statement. Next one, ma. Just it is the pause. For example, this is a function, ma. Function write like def. Before any function, we should write definition def followed by function name, and within parentheses you write as a parameter. Function means it is a separate part of a code. I don't want to execute this code. Simply I'm write pause. Or if element, for example, if I'm write as a for loop for element or variable in sequence, but I don't want to execute this for loop. Just simply I'm write as a pause. Right. In for loop, in continue statement, automatically the for loop will update it. In while loop, it won't be executed in the increment statement won't be executed in while loop. So default we should be mentioned I equal to I plus 1. In while loop we should be mentioned the statement. In for loop, default it should be incremented the updated the value. Yes, see, the increment will automatically done in for loop, but the increment statement is not. We should be written under the while. Here write if condition, then if condition is satisfied, continue. Then next we have write I equal to I plus 1. That time it should be updated. Again check again it is check for a condition, while condition. Again comes the proper statements are executed. Again check it. Then do that one. So while defaultly we should be mention the increment operator. In for loop, that is automatically updated the value, like I equal to 3, that is automatically updated to I equal to 4. In while loop, we should write in while loop, under the while loop we should mention increment operator. Completed, ma? Right. Right, ma? Right. See here pause statement. This statement is used as a placeholder. Just simply, for example, we want to create a function but are not sure of its content. If you create a function and leave it, simply just I want to create a function, but sometimes it's not used for this. It is not should for our problem statement. Just simply write pass or loop. If you have write as a loop, but this is not a supported for our problem statement. Simply write pass. Okay, if you are not mention a pass statement, that is show the error because of for statement. For example, for elements in sequence, under this one we should be write at least one statement. Under the for loop we should be mention at least one. We don't have mention anything, that is reported as error. Error will occur. To encounter this error, we use pass statement. But if you have defined a loops or definitions, this is the definition means function nothing but it is a separate part of a code or a piece of a code, one specific program, one specific task performed. A specific action can be performed by the function, one specific action. That is the definition of function. We will see in function whenever discuss the function, how to discuss the function, see that one. But function is a one specific action performed. So now here, if you define a function, but we don't have mentioned any statements under this, it is it is encountered as error. It is reported to error. But simply we use pass function. Just skip this one. It is not execute. Just it is skip this one. Similarly, we have to declare the loops, but are not to use any under this one. We don't have mentioned any statement. It is reported error. But simply avoid this loop, then write as a pass. This loop is the interpreter will leave this for loop as well as the function also. Without using a pass statement, under this one we should have mentioned at least one single statement. But if you use pass statement, that is automatically leave. The interpreter will leave that function or loops or maybe condition. Okay, now see example now. Examples. See now, past statement. Break, continue, past statement. See the example. Here, first one, break. And talk about break statement. See, what is the break, So under the loop, I am write a condition, letter equal to h. Whenever matching h, so total in addition to this condition, the loop also stop. Okay, see, first one is the output, just printing only p y t. After the t, it is a h equal to letter h equal to h. Yes, matching. Then stop immediately. Terminate this condition. In addition, this condition loop also break. Okay, forcefully that has to be terminated. Break means terminated that present iteration. Forcefully stop that condition and go the outside. That loop also has to be stopped. In case if it is the nested loop, what do you mean by nested? For loop contain another for loop. Just only inner loop has to be break. Again, it is move the outer loop. Getting my point? If you have a loop contain another loop, that is nested for loop or nested while. In case this one having a break, the break statement, this inner loop only forcefully stop. The cursor will move the outer loop and then start to execution. But here, for contain condition, in addition this condition, it has to be stop the loop also. Right. Next one. Next example. Continue. What do you mean by the continue? Yes. Tell me. What do you mean by continue?
Skip the current iteration.
Yes. Skip the current iteration. Now write letter.
Returns the control to the beginning of the loop, sir.
Yes. See here. Here letter first one take as a letter 1, first one. Then it is not matching with H. Take a second one. Not matching with H. Third one not matching. Not matching in sense that letter will print it. So go to the out of condition, then print the letter. Next H. H will matching this. Then immediately continue statement means skip that iteration. A present iteration should be skip, and again the cursor control will move to the next one. In for loop, automatically updated the next position. In while, don't be updated the next one. So we have to write manually, you have to write the increment operator. Getting ma? In for loop, automatically updated the whenever the H is matching, skip that iteration. Then go to the next one, automatically updated, that is the O. O is matching with the letter H, no. Print that one. Next N. N is not matching with H. Then print that letter. Now see. So only what is the output of this one? Yes, ma? What is the output of this?
PYTON, sir.
Yes, ma. PYTON.
ON.
Right. See. PYTON. Except the H. Getting. What about previous case? Break statement, whenever H is rises, automatically forcefully stop the terminated the total condition. In addition, the condition for loop also cancel. Forcefully stop that iteration whenever encountered as a H. But in continue statement, whenever we have encountered as a H, except this iteration, remaining will continue. Getting ma? What is the difference for break and continue? Whenever encountered that condition, whenever encountered a condition in break, forcefully stop that. It's not move the further steps. But in continue statement, only that specific condition, whatever the condition it's matched, that has to be skipped. Remaining will continue as usual. Get it, ma? That is the thing. And then next one, ma, third one, pause statement. See here, pause statement. Just skip that. If, for example, if letter equal to H, whenever matching letter with the H, then pass this one. This is pass block. Only that statement it should be executed. Remaining all are will printed the letters. See here, output of this. Skip that. What is it, ma? What is it here? So whenever encountered as a H, that should be entered into a pass block. Means that is also skip. That is not to executed that. Whenever if you write under the conditions, that is skip. Whenever letter equal to H, enter here, then it has to be pass. This is a pass block. Just it is not to say what say ma? What say here? Terminate it, a pass statement. So this is the we create a function and leave it that. Whatever, if you write as a condition, whenever pass statement, just simply I am write one statement. This is a pass block. So for our identification, whenever it's match this condition, immediately it has to be skip. What is the ma? Pass that iteration. Remaining all are like taking letter will take one by one, P, H, T, and O, N. Except these conditions. or simply in case if I write C here, Control X, simply I am write pause. What happened? Yes, tell me. What is the thing, ma? Letter will initially take letter as a 1 by 1 character from Python. Just I am write within this loop, I am write as a pause. Yes, guess me. What is the guess? What is output of this one? Anyone guess, ma?
Sir, prints this is pass block 6 times, sir.
6 times we will print it. See. First one, pass means that is leave it. Pass means leave. So how many times it is in PYTHON? 6 times. So 0 to 5 means total. Finally, current letter is what is after exit of the loop. After exit of the loop, letter contain last one N. So that letter is displayed. Yes, ma. That letter will print. After the exit of the loop, the letter will contain last letter, that is N. After comes the outside of the loop, then the N will print it. But inside it is skip. First one is skip. If I am not write this one, if I am not write, this is a pass block. Just 6 times it has to be pass. It has to be terminated. Finally, at present, finally printing the N only. Just skip. That has to be pass the iterations. Pass the iteration. First one pass, second one pass, third, fourth, and so on like that. So finally word same. So the pass is a one of the statement that has to be terminate this loop. Terminated this loop. Once enter here, letter will take P. Now here simply I am use pass statement. Just skip. Skip means terminate. Next letter as a Y. Pass statement. Pass means leave it. T leave. H leave. O leave. N. Finally the letter will have the N. That is also pass. And comes the outside of the loop. I am printing letter. What's the letter? Letter finally having the character as N. That is printed. But even if you not to this one, then it has to printed nothing. Because why? Because that has to be skip the iteration. Getting or not? If you use, for example, if I am declared as a for loop, but I am not to mention any statement under the for loop. Now, if I run, getting error, at least we should be mentioned one single statement in for loop. If you are not mention any single statement under the for loop, that is error. But I don't want to use this for loop. Just simply write a pass. This loop has to be terminated. Just simply pass that one. Now see here. Yes, pass that one. That's the difference, no? So here break, continue, pass. Break means present forcefully stop the loop or conditions. Forcefully stop. Continue means except this iteration, skip this present iteration. Again, the cursor will move the next position. Put for example, take H. Just presently skip that iteration, then it is move the next one. That is O. Is move the cursor will move the next one. Pass statement. This is also sometimes used. Either we have defined a loops or conditions, or it may be like using functions. So simply use pass. That is not considered. Just it is terminated. Just it has to be terminated, not to executed. These are all the 3 statements. Remember it. Sometimes we have to use this. Sometimes also we need a break, continue, and pass. Yes, clear now? Any doubts regarding this? Very good. So up to this point, it is a second unit. Then we'll see some more examples on for loops, and we can practice in n number of examples like this. We can practice. Next we'll start at the third unit. We'll see some more examples on for loop. Tomorrow also we'll see some examples. Then go for a third unit, list and tuple. Okay. Any doubts? Ask me. I clarify your doubts.
Sir,
Tell me.
Sir,
43.
అంటే ఎగ్జామ్ అయిపోయింది సార్ లాస్ట్ డేట్ అంటే ఎక్స్టెండ్ చేస్తారా సార్?
దేనిమా
టెక్టాక్
లేదమ్మా, ఆల్మోస్ట్ చేయకపోవచ్చు, బట్ మీరు అదే డేట్ అనుకొని చేసుకోండి మా వీడియోస్ అన్ని.
ఓకే